Hi there! In this video, I'll show you the process of how to get an inline chatbot and embedding it on a HTML page. An inline chatbot is a chatbot that is embedded directly on a page instead of having the chat button on every single page on your website. It also doesn't have a chat button at all, only the chat window. So first things first, you need your design. We currently have one template for the inline design, which is the Scandinavian chocolate design. If you don't want to use this design, you'll need to change the design a bit yourself. Inside your Cloudlet, go to Hyper ID. On the left, check on System Files, type OpenAI and expand the system folders, the red ones, called System, then OpenAI, then Front Files, and lastly, Chat. The template you're looking for is called Scandinavian Chocolate Inline.css. Open this file, hit Ctrl and A, then Ctrl and C to copy the code. Now, go back to your own files instead of the system files. Expand the folders, etc. System, OpenAI CSS, then Chat. Now you want to create a new file. Name it anything you want, just end with .css. Paste the code from the template and save it. Now you're going to make any changes you want to the design and save it. If you're not familiar with CSS, we have a tutorial on this as well. You can also use a different existing design. If you scroll to the bottom of the code, you can see where it says this is the only part you need to add to an existing design to make it inline. But it does need to be a new file, as editing the system files just mean it'll revert back to the original with the next update of your Cloudlet. Next is embedding the chatbot as an inline chatbot on your page. I'm going to show how to do this with a HTML page. In your folders, expand, etc. and www. Then open your HTML file or create a new one. Remember .html at the end? The embed code itself looks a little bit different from a normal embed code. For example, it has a part that says render button equals false and parent node. I'm not going to get too specific here. I'll be putting an example in the description of this video you can use. Just switch out anything that is in caps lock to your own information, like the Cloudlet name and type, or simply put chatbot name. On the HTML page, the chatbot can't be embedded in the header like it usually is. You need to embed the chatbot on a specific part of the page, so you need a little more code than normally. Again, I'm not going to get into the specifics here. If you know HTML, you'll be able to recognize what's happening here. If not, you can copy our template from the description box. You only need to change the parts that are in caps lock. The chatbot needs to be embedded in the body on the page instead of the header. Copy our template from the description box or make your own, make the necessary changes to the embed code, and click Save. Now, instead of copying or typing the URL of your page, you can hover above the HTML file on the left. See the eye here? Click that eye, and you'll be taken to the HTML page. Here you can see and test your inline chatbot. Embedding the inline chatbot on your website works similarly, but you need a div element which the chatbot will be injected into. This div element needs to have an ID you use as parent node in the embed script. If you need help with exactly how to do this for your own website and you don't have a programmer on your team, get in touch and we'll help you out. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.